So this is the first time, man, that we got no game to talk about. No game. It's funny. I know we're talking about the Pro Bowl for a little bit, and I tuned in just for like a second. I was like, let me see what's going on. Let me see what's
Right.
going on. And it was
I see some
definitely
highlights.
nice to see the players out there, but I think one series, and I was like, nope.
Yeah, because I was going back and forth between trying to see the skills part, like the 3-point contest kind of
hmm
deals like their um kind of thing like that, right? And I was just like, I don't know. Like, I mean, it looks like the thumbnails they were using on YouTube. I was like, that looks kind of crazy. I was like, the kind of crazy catch and stuff like that. But I was just like, is it really worth my time? I
I
don't
know.
know. And like I said, yeah, I saw some of the highlights, and I was like, bro, as soon as they threw a pass, and they were just like letting me score, basically letting them score touchdowns. I was just like, see, that's what I'm
Watching
talking
the
about.
line play was ridiculous, where everyone's just kind of like,
Yeah, I was
like,
just like,
and then I'm not sure if you. I think it was the very first series of the game, and I was watching. I was like, oh, I'll watch. And then Kyler Murray throws like a pick, which based on how they were playing, like it shouldn't have been a pick six. But then the guy who I forgot who caught the interception, he was like, "Nah, this is going to the house," and then he just ran it home, and no one's gonna tackle him. So
right.
that was that.
It's just like
But
this
yeah, it
might be
was
my first pick six ever in my life.
right.
Like I gotta have it somewhere.
I
If
know,
it's
right?
not in the regular season, postseason, like it's gotta be in the Pro Bowl.
I guess I should
So
mention now though. Shout out to SoFi. I'm like looking at. Him like, do I look different? Why do I look different? Yeah, I'm in a different stadium, joining you down in LA for the Super Bowl this week.
right, yes
I figured I have to
sir.
change it for at least the one time.
It's gonna be crazy down there. Thank the Lord I don't live there. I feel sorry for all my coworkers and everybody I know that live down there.
Yep. But although this might be a nice little time to intro slash squeeze in, because next time you see us, it ain't gonna be in a football stadium. I feel like I
No,
will be in the. I can't just say the Garden because to us it's the Garden, but I will be in the TD Garden because the Garden,
exactly
from an
right.
NBA perspective, is Madison Square Garden. But I'll be at TD Bank Garden. I'm sure you will be down at the as we've talked before, the Staples Center at heart, whatever you want to
Yes.
call it, crypto.com slash
But no,
Staples
no,
Center.
it's actually crypto.com.
Right,
So
right, right.
I
It's kind of like how they
never.
changed the Angels from the Anaheim Angels to the Los Angeles Angels
Yep,
of Anaheim. So this will be the
exactly.
crypto.com centers of Staples.
I,
But
I still be mad about that.
I
Just
know it's
like,
so
why do
funny.
you like take the LA out? You're not in
Not
LA.
even
You're
close.
Anaheim.
Right.
Yes, but it's like whatever. You
Yeah,
just
everyone
be thankful
everyone's
you have
LA.
that.
You're
Yes,
LA. You're LA. You're LA.
yeah.
But
It's
because we
just
ain't gonna have NFL to talk about, we're gonna do some NBA. We haven't worked out the logistics 100%, but we're gonna do some
yeah.
picks, work with the spread, get us used to that for our for NFL next season. But
Yep,
get ready for that. Get ready for that. So we'll be different locations, so this is a good time for me to switch it up.
definitely will be, and I look forward to that.
But
It's been a minute.
yeah, man, I've been watching like NFL for since not I was a kid, but I remember Brady's first season. I remember watching Bledsoe. I remember all that good stuff. I remember watching the Tuck game live. So I could go back to about 2000 or so, but for NBA, man, I'm pretty fresh into it. What's your history? What's your like NBA? Because I know we talked about Green Bay. You used to watch them since we didn't have a team in LA. Like, what's
Yeah,
your history with the NBA?
with that is for sure. Yeah, that was 99, 2000. So I mean, probably as early as five, like, whenever I could understand truly what's going on. But I've been here since the back to backs. you know,
Nice.
I just,
That's your
I ain't
Brady.
gonna,
That's your Brady
yeah.
slash dynasty.
Yeah, and we've talked about this before, for sure off cameras.
Yeah.
It's
No,
just
no.
we
Yeah,
never
we've talked
have.
a lot of Celtics, Lakers, just not on.
Yeah, just yeah, not on camera.
You're right.
So the fact that when I had like that history, it was just like it became even more exciting. Like, yeah, son,
Yeah.
I get to be more prideful, because it's like LA is that city, like we can talk that talk that we got 16 championships, like been there
17 now,
from them.
unfortunately. I appreciate you
Yes,
saying
in
16 though,
17
because
years.
you put the asterisks on last year, so I didn't
Yeah,
have to do
yeah,
it. Or
right,
2 years
yeah,
ago,
right,
2 years ago, the bubble
yeah,
year. I still forget that
and
Giannis and them won last year. That's kind of like how the
exactly,
Raptors snuck in and won one. It's like
exactly,
damn, Toronto got one, damn, Milwaukee got one. All right, whatever. I guess that's the league right now.
exactly.
Curry's out for a little bit, Thompson's out for a little bit, LeBron's switching around, and then all of a sudden these teams just kind of whoop, sneak in, sneak in.
Yeah, it's your moment to sneak in because
Mm-hmm.
as long as these star players is here, it's like it's still gonna. look like how everybody could call it NBA, like they can call it NFL.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was just like those was my dynasty and Monday Night History. And yeah, I was like, yeah, we were. That's why I say always say 16 because I always was so stuck on like I can't wait till we break the tie. Like I'm so disgusted.
Well,
And to be
the tie
tied.
just started. Really, the tie just started a couple of years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah,
Um, which for me, honestly, kind of leads into like my history about it, which is I came into NBA mad late. Like I just never watched a lot of sports growing up. I just always saw some family members watching Patriots games. I was like, all right, look cool. I'll watch Patriots, and then just I don't know, it's just a little bit more viewer friendly for someone who has no idea what's going on in sports. I think because you get the hitting, you get the ball, like the ball going in the air and getting caught is like I think the number one viewer friendly thing for American sports, like that big long pass and the catch, because we've all thrown things and caught things before. Like shooting
yeah,
a basketball is like technically like very difficult. Like it's not a there's no natural anything like nothing about it is natural. Like you have to be taught the form to do it, and then once you can do it, you can
right,
do it.
right,
I'm not saying throwing a football is natural, but we've all thrown things and caught things before.
exactly.
So I never really watched a lot of basketball. And then my roommate, shout out, his name was Andrew Franco. Haven't talked to him or seen him in years. If you see this man, hit me up. I'm trying to hit him up. But he just got me into watching the Celtics, and he kind of pointed out like the athleticism and the incredible things that they can do on the court. And I'm like, all right, I can get into this. I remember my first
All right.
favorite player was Rondo on number 9. That's why I
Yep,
wear number
yep.
9 in paintball right now. Like we got a team jersey and everything. Like what number I want to be? I'm like Rondo. Let's go.
Rondo. Yeah,
Love
nice choice.
Pierce, love that team. But I came into it like I think around 2010, so it was right around the last time our rivalry was intact. And
Yeah,
I
yep.
think Celtics won in '08, y'all won in '09, and then again in 2010. I remember watching the
2010.
2010
Yeah.
finals live. Because my friends had kind of hyped me up. They're like, "Yo, man, this thing's going on right now. Like
Right.
let's get this.
Right.
Like let's get in it." And I'm like, "All
Yeah.
right, all right." And like I was thinking about this earlier today, getting ready for the episode, and this is, I believe, the longest. Like maybe I'm a jinx. I don't know. This is the longest time since the Celtics haven't won a championship. I think it's been about 12 years now, maybe 13 years, because '08. So we're in about 13, 14 years, and they
Yeah. Yep.
usually win one every 10 years or so or less, at least once every decade. Like so, the '80s, the '90s, the this,
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. And that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and they have not. Since I've been following I have not seen a Celtics championship. So let's go. We got to get this.
Right.
We've had some time, man, but not really any. We've had some windows to get out of the East, and we never even did that. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not saying we would have won any of
Um.
those years, but we at least got a little more. But
Yeah. I think it is. It's definitely getting tougher now. Like
hmm
I think that, like, and it's so funny. Like the old school league it was tough for sure, but it was like a different type of tough where like you had plenty of stars. I think there was more stars. I guess I basically just said it. More stars on certain teams that became known for the NBA. Like
but there was less
the
movement. I
start
feel like you didn't have like the
and that too for sure.
people
That
coming around
definitely.
and moving and kind of not formulating it, but creating their own teams, as opposed to letting it happen naturally through the draft and or trades.
Yeah, 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 definitely that. And because I feel like just the umbrella is just like your superstar teams. It's
Yeah,
like they had that back in the day, but it was like everybody was kind of like on even playing field.
which we can blame your Lakers for starting. Although I guess maybe the Bulls and such. No, well the Bulls they
Well,
drafted Pippen. They drafted. Did they draft Rodman or did they trade for Rodman? I think they traded for Rodman.
I think they traded for
I've
Rodman.
he don't seem like an OG Bull naturally. He seems like that crazy free agent had to come through pick it all up.
Yeah, and I felt like it came from Piston.
That wouldn't surprise me. I
Yeah,
didn't finish watching the Jordan doc because it's just so good that I was like really enjoying it, and then I kind of stopped watching it because I was like, I gotta save these last 2 3 episodes, but I'll just rewatch.
right.
It's been so long now that once I finish those 2 episodes, I can just rewatch it again because it
Oh yeah,
really was
definitely.
good.
Yeah,
You saw it, I
it was
assume?
good.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Because I was like, that was the one thing I was just like, oh, I got to get on this. Like,
yeah,
I wanted to know more history
of
because
course.
yeah, I respect him. Like the fact that when I learned like who copy, I was going to say Kobe and copy at the same time. When I learned that Kobe, copied him, and it was just
Right, right,
like, but I
right.
saw how carbon copied it was. It was just like, bro, if you used to carbon copy him, like this guy must be really, really good. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like I want to see how this man thinks, talks, like And I was like, I respect it. Like, I mean, he would have talked trash to me too on his team,
Mm-hmm.
but I'd be like, hey, like I'm trying to be like you, Mike. Like I'm trying to give my
Who
all
wasn't, bro?
100,
Who wasn't?
100% every game. I'm just not as talented as you. I gotta work hard.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I actually really like the way that the league is right now, because I was always trying to be like Curry, man. Like I remember when I first started watching basketball, it was during my Halo 3 days, and anyone who plays any shooter just knows sniper rifle is always like cool, precision, boom, accurate. And I
Yep.
like that. I was like, all right, man, you get that in football, like the long pass. They talk about the accuracy all the time. So I think layups are cool. You drive to the net, you broke the defense, but like that better go in. Whereas, that three, that corner three,
The
that swish,
three.
it's like to
Exactly.
me that was the coolest thing ever. So I know I mentioned Rondo before. I forget if I mentioned Allen. I think I might have. They were two of my favorite players because like just seeing Rondo to Allen, boom, it was crazy. Like Pierce was always great. Like KG, obviously amazing.
Yeah.
But something about Allen, man, and that shot and like his ninety
Oh
seven
yeah.
percent free
Yeah.
throw
Yeah. He.
shooting. So like I just respected that because I'm like, you're up there, man. You're a pro. Like you should be able to do this. And like it just, I didn't realize how amazing he was too, just watching him at the time. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that he kind of not paved the way because Reggie Miller before him, but
Exactly. But
I'm
he
right.
kept the torch going.
Exactly, yeah.
Like set the bar, if not
Kept the
higher. Like
finesse
you
and
know,
catch and shoot kind of because he was never a ball handler. He was always like a
nope.
run, get my kind of like a Clay, but
Yeah,
Clay's
yeah, yeah. Because
obviously
I'm like, yeah,
better.
he,
But
yeah, yeah. I think
um,
yeah, Clay is at least from the footage I had, because he had to like at least in his I don't imagine he did it in his younger days, Ray, but he did a couple times in older, especially against us when he needed to go for that layup instead of the three.
mhm.
But I think Clay has it more like Clay would definitely be the more like 50-50 and Ray is more like the 45-55 like 55 3
Mhm.
45 like I'll drive if I need to but
Yep.
so
But yeah, so we're gonna do some of that because we're out of football stuff to talk
yeah
about, and we got to keep Ign'ant sports going somehow. And maybe we can do some NFL
exactly
recap or this or that or some talk. I know we were talking about some rule stuff we can do, some nice Brady segments here and there, some other segments. I know me and you off the air we were talking about Black History earlier. I was like, bro, we should just. I remember this one thing that I saw online. Just like, why's it got to be a month, man? We can just talk, like, celebrate, like, the first black player that did this, that did that, the whole year. Like, I'm down to do a segment for
exactly
anything, man. Like, just
exactly
celebrate the first this, the best this. There's the history of the league, the history of the greatness. So I want to celebrate it all, man. I think that
I'm all for it
yeah, and mainly I like basketball too because it's easier to kind of wrap your head around than football in the terms of like we got way less players per team. 15 versus
yep
53 in the roster, and of those 15, usually you only get like seven to nine at the most really that are like
most
important.
exactly
I was gonna say 5 to 8, but yeah, like around that like nine, you can get the deeper bench
yeah
teams. So it shouldn't be that hard for us to pick up, and yeah, it'll be cool to get into the whole betting the spread thing for us. So
exactly
we'll
betting the
figure it all
spread
out. But
yeah hopefully yeah
yeah, we can
I look
lead
forward
in
to
now
that
if you want. We can talk what we're gonna do this week. We're gonna do a little bit of prop bets for our
yes
Super Bowl,
Super
so we don't have.
Bowl
We only got one game, so instead of talking about just
yep
one game, we might as well. Do you have the? Actually, you know what I'll do is I'll put a little check for. I'll put a check for me on what I pick, and then keep track of your picks. I'll keep track of my picks, and
yeah definitely that
yeah,
that's what I'm
we'll
doing
that'll be easy for the
I'll check mine's on here, and but still I'll be writing
exactly
the
yeah.
number down. Yeah.
But what we have this prop bet page here from Cover Super Bowl, and we took one of the bets out. We're not going to do which one are we not going to do? Number 10, I think it was. Will all five performers team up for a song? We just
Yes.
chose these random prop bets, and we wanted to do an odd number because we want to make sure we have a winner, and we're going to share number 18 so that we can each choose our
Which is who will win the
yeah.
game.
So we'll do that at the very end. And because we like to go back and forth, T Mac, it's your turn to pick first. We're just going to go back and forth, pick some props, and have a little fun with this Super Bowl week. I'm excited, man. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. Because this is fun. This is something I feel like I've kind of done before, but um, definitely not a lot. Like, and I've
Yeah.
heard of the idea, and that sounds fun. I'm gonna start with number 9. I was kind of confident when I first saw it, but I mean, I'm gonna still stick with it. And which song will be performed first at the halftime show
Mm-hmm.
between Still Dre, the next episode, California Love, Family Affair, or Other. And if anybody knows, Family Affair is Mary's song, right? So, and Others, of course, is between Dre and Super Stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking, I was like, I think we want to end on the bang with them. But then again, I was kind of like coming into it. I was like, maybe we want to start off with them. But I was like, what do we really want to end with Mary? I was like, I want to stick with the. We're gonna start with Family Affair, or probably even closer to Other along those lines. But
I'm really
I
happy
think
that you know
Mary,
the entertainment meta at the moment because I was
right?
lost on those, but I'm still down to talk about them, especially like number one. Like I'm not gonna that's not gonna be the one I take first, but like the national anthem, I'm like I got no idea. I'm just sure it's
Exactly.
probably gonna be
I
around
was
that
sitting
number.
there. Yeah, I was sitting here thinking. I was just like thinking about Brandy. Yeah, Brandy sung the national for last game, if I'm not mistaken. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. But I was like, yeah, I guess so. But then I was like, well, she's not actually from LA, so I was like, she still could, I guess.
Right,
So
but
she,
I didn't time it though. That's for sure.
yeah, exactly. That's for sure. I didn't time it. I just all I kept thinking was just like, please don't. Who was it? Who was it? Christina? Who was it that was it? Christina or Fergie?
I
Which
don't
one of them
know.
was it
I don't
that?
know, bro.
Some one of them had
I
y'all.
skip through
Y'all
them
know.
usually.
Yeah, y'all know when y'all get to this part,
Yeah.
like who had that bad national anthem, whether it was NFL or NBA. It was like, oh,
Mm.
I like I tried to get it out of my head because I was like, I don't like to keep embarrassing moments like that.
Right, right.
People, I feel for them. I'm like, dang
I
son,
feel that.
national on TV.
All right. You know what man, I'm gonna go with is I'm gonna go with number three. I want.
Three,
Oh, I'm gonna take the first offensive play will be a run because I feel like in the Super
right?
Bowl,
Okay,
the first quarter is usually played a little slow. People like to kind of get the game. If you can get the run going, then you can get the pass going. So people like to kind of go in that regard, and I think that that's a good way to go. You don't want to throw a pick or nothing go crazy the first play of the game. So I'm gonna go with number three. Go for a run.
okay. That's a little on the safe bet, so I'm gonna go with a safe one too. And
Oh wait, what song did you pick for number nine?
the family affair.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with number five. The first turnover of the game would be, I think, turnover on downs. Just-
Hmm. That's crazy.
I
Okay.
think that's pretty common. So, but
Okay.
I mean,
I
hey,
would have
it
I
could
would have
be
thought something more like a
it could be
because basically
interception.
yeah that's those are the fumble slash interception to me is like one category. That's like the oh no, and then the turnover on downs is like the we got to go for it.
Yeah,
So it,
yeah,
it has been the year for going for it on fourth down. I'll give you that.
it has been.
Mm-hmm. I will give
It
you
has
that.
been.
Let's see. This one is let's see. Should I didn't really look at overtimes, but I feel like they're all kind of the same in just regards that you can't really know. Who will have more passing yards? Let's go for 525 Joe Burrow.
I feel it. I feel it. Yeah. I was like, I wanted to say Matt, but I was like, I feel like Joe can have that, and we can still barely win.
Mm-hmm.
No, so I'm hoping it like happens if it really comes down to that.
It's just a
Um,
lot of these bets can go either way, so I'm not going to give
yeah,
it
it really can.
too much, thought.
Oh, yeah, of course not. We'd be here all day. Like,
I
but
know,
then
right?
this gonna happen. Yeah, like,
Right.
no, I already know. Like, it's a reason these two teams are here.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I know my next
uh,
unless you take it.
I'm going to go with the one right below, 14, who have the more rushing yards, and I'm going to go with Cam Akers.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
our defense will keep Joe in check, and you will have less.
Well, to go against that trend, I'm going with number 19, the combined total points for the game over under, which is something also we could also start adding into our bets. We got the over under, which is another common thing for sport. I know we're going to move from betting just the winner to the spread, but the over under is always a interesting thing. So something maybe for the future as well. But I think for this game, the over under will be over 48.5 points because I don't think the defense, while they will try and put up their effort, I think that both quarterbacks are going to have some points.
Scorching the defenses.
I
Okay,
don't know about
okay.
scorching, but I
Well,
think
no,
it I think
not
it'll
scorching,
be
but
because here's the thing
that is
when
too
once teams get
exaggeration.
up to like 28 and then 25 points each, it's like, oh man, high scoring game. But it's like that's really only 4 and 3 scores each. So yeah, maybe they get scorched. Maybe they get scorched, but I think it's going to be a little bit of a higher scoring game. So let's go with the over. Especially too when I was looking up those scores and I was just proven dead wrong on the air about the recent scoring trends in the Super Bowls,
Yeah,
and it has been a
exactly.
little
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
higher.
You
So
said,
let's go with the
yep,
over.
yep. Um, but yeah, I didn't mean to say scorch really, because that is could be an exaggeration.
Could be, could be.
um, oh, that's a tough one. So I didn't want to do this one though. So I'm gonna go with the Gatorade, the pouring of the liquid, and I was going between red, clear, or lime, but I think it should be lime maybe. I was like, I feel like lime, so I'm gonna go with lime.
That would have been my guess, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that would have been my
number
guess.
number
I feel like it's
16.
lime at least half the time.
Yeah, I feel like right.
I feel like it. I
Was
don't know how to like. A, I've never seen it be clear slash water.
oh, I'm tripping.
B, I've never seen purple either. So like to me, those two are just out. Blue
Okay,
maybe,
I'm tripping.
but
Yeah, yeah. I felt like either orange, red, or lime.
I
And yeah,
think
blue
that
maybe.
orange is only possible if the Bengals win because I don't
Right,
see them drinking the other team's color.
right.
And yeah, but I think that lime is always a safe pick.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think that was I felt the most confident. I was like I say orange could be
Um,
one too because this is the fact that like I don't know if they started with orange for Gatorade, but it's like lime, red, and orange are the common ones. We're known for Gatorades people drink.
mm-hmm. Okay. Ooh. All right. All right. I got a little saucy one here.
All right.
I'm
What's up?
gonna go with
What's up?
number 6 and call out Los Angeles. Say they're gonna perform the first penalty of the
Okay.
game.
Okay.
Even though when I was thinking about this earlier, my first thought was the O line is so bad on the Bengals that it could be them. I don't know. I'm just gonna go against it completely.
Yeah, yeah, no, I feel like it could go either way. Because in reality, it could be as simple as
Anything.
delay a game,
Yep.
So yeah.
Anything.
And then both can do. So which team will get to 10 points first? Let's see what the team scored during the last 2 minutes first. Hmm.
I know they get a little tough.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, I'll go with number 12 because I would love to be proven wrong.
I looked at that one
And
too. Are you gonna go with what I was gonna go with?
which is the under, right?
Ooh, I actually didn't know what I would have gone with.
We're gonna go the
I
over.
probably would have gone with the over just for the fun of it.
Oh, okay, okay. But that's what like
But
that's
you're
what I'm
going
saying. That
under
I
though,
want.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I so my point of picking it is because I want to be proven. Like I want to, I want to see
Yeah, I know that. Only in the
the
good way though, because like we were talking off the air, like we'd
physically.
only want to see that if it's some kind of trick gadget play. We don't want to see the
Exactly.
no injury, none of that nonsense.
If I'm not mistaken, like I don't think I did say it when we did kind of talk about it, but I think for us we did have Ramsey throw it to Cup. I think
Okay. Because
maybe
I was
even
trying to
both two
think too. I was
times
like,
this
damn, did
season.
anyone do that yet? And I couldn't remember. So
Yeah, I knew somebody and when I was thinking about it, still while you were talking about it, I was like, I'm
yeah.
pretty sure it was Ramsey. I was like, now I'm just trying to remember to who though,
All right.
and yeah, so that could
Okay.
be possible,
Oh man,
but we'll see.
I haven't been clicking the best, but that's okay.
Right? Oh yeah, and I
Let's.
mean, I've been clicking for you instead of me.
Well, I started writing them down physically so I could remember them that way.
Yeah,
Because I
I'm writing
realized
them down to you.
if I look at them, no, I saw you doing. It, I was like, oh, that's smart. Because if I ever don't write stuff down, then I'm always looking back for it in the video later.
Yep.
Let's see. Whew, man, let's go with okay. Number 8. Will either team scored in the last 2 minutes of the first half? My instinct said no, and this time I'm gonna go with my gut.
Are you gonna go with no?
with no. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
I think it'll be a
Cause yeah,
tight, kind of like how the Bengals prevented KC from scoring in that last time. I think maybe teams will just be a little bit tighter, whereas, um, yeah,
yeah.
I don't know,
I
but it's
was.
complete luck of the draw though, because you never know. Like
It really
I
is
was thinking too, like if you get down, like you're in the very, like you're in field goal range, and you got to kick
exactly.
the field goal, and you just
Cause
do it. But
yep.
yeah,
Yeah, cause that's why I was like, was willing to say yes only because I was thinking about choosing it, and I was gonna say yes only just because of field goal. Other than that, it's
right,
like it really can be like you pass the 50 and you just never did make it,
right, or
and your
you
kicker's
like
field
you,
goal range
or you just get blocked in the goal line.
definitely can happen. Packers
Mm-hmm.
know about that.
A couple teams know about that.
Man,
All right, so I think we got 5 and 5 each. So we got four more before the
yep,
one that we share.
yep. So did you do? Yeah, you did the 19. So
Mm-hmm.
then, um. I'm gonna go. I'll choose the 20 and say it's gonna be
That,
Matt.
that's a good one. I don't mind that.
Um, I'll say it. I'll say it's Matt, but I'll love to see Cooper get it. But I joked with him saying like it's always gonna go with the quarterback,
Usually.
and he was like, you pointed out two people who got it. Von Miller, who's actually in this game, so he possibly can get it again. Or what's the other one you say?
Edelman when the Patriots
Oh,
came
yeah,
back.
Edelman. Yes, exactly. So two defensive players.
No,
Oh no,
no,
no, sorry.
yeah,
Edelman actually is
right.
offensive. Tripping.
But two
Yeah,
non-quarterbacks is what I think you meant
exactly.
to say.
Is what yeah, what I meant to say. So yeah. So
Hmm.
this is another one where it's like I would love to see it. Do
Right,
not
right,
be
right.
tradition.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and just stick with the Matt Stafford, the QB of my team.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I always like to see, or I would like to see it go to like a run or two. That'd always be cool. Like just to see if the run game could explode like that. Like not necessarily
Exactly.
saying like either team has a runner. Like it's not like a Henry type game or a Debo type game, but like Debo would be for sure like the front
Yeah. Oh
runner.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he'd be like the non-quarterback to get if the Niners did get in last week. But yeah, if you did take that one there, I was going to take that one because I think it's a fun one. I think I will go with, this is going to be a surprising one because I'm going to go kind of off trend with the, I don't know, like the rooting for, but I think your man, Cooper Kupp, will have the most receiving yards for number 15. I've
I
just
wanted
seen,
to say it.
I've just seen too many go that way. Like of course
Yeah.
I'm going for Jamar. Like if I mean, I was rooting for the AFC to come out, and I was not rooting for your Rams to come out. So like, if I'm rooting between like these two players right here, like I would have rather, let's go Jamar. But just see, Cup has just burned me personally in that Tampa Bay game, and I don't remember exactly how pivotal he was in the San Francisco game. I actually didn't watch that whole game front to
Oh,
back.
he was, yeah.
The man. So I
Yeah.
don't want to put it against him because he's just been too good all year.
And not even just say the man, but like we had two just like, of course, the last catch, and then like
Hmm.
either like a catch or two, or play or two before that, if they're in the same drive. If not, it was like two of them. Two players on this list to play the key crucial part, which was Cam Akers giving Matthew enough time to squeeze in a pass to Cutler.
Hmm.
And then of course, like I said, yeah, the Hail Mary. It's like, yo, go for it. So
Crazy.
yeah, yeah. At the end of the year, I was like, if that one's on the board, I was like, I'm still gonna go with my boy. But I was like, I'm not gonna be surprised if Chase, does Chase and Burrow things.
Hmm. Right.
So it's like it's the reason why these two, like I said, these teams are here. Like a lot of these players put their work in to help their team get here.
Yes, sir.
Um, so I will go with. I was like, oh yeah, I know this should be the other one, right? The opposite of what you chose, which was number 17. Will either team score during the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter? I'm gonna say yes.
Oh, I would have gone straight yes on that one for sure.
I was like, I think we might have another game to just end this great playoffs
Yeah.
with. Like, you just need to kick that field goal, and whether it's lose by one, lose by two, lose by three,
Hmm.
you name it.
I'm surprised that I'm looking at it now. We're kind of breaking these down. That there's no overtime prop bets. Like, will the game get to overtime or not?
Mm,
Because we've had a few of those lately. But
exactly.
yeah. Let's see. The first two I feel like are so like crapshoot. I can't. I'll save those for last, like whichever one of those I get stuck
Right.
with.
Right.
Did we do which team will score first? I don't think we did.
No.
You know what? I'm gonna follow this trend of my last bet. I'm gonna go for your LA Rams. We're probably gonna score first. It's a very. I mean, just looking at the way Bengals won that last game, like they didn't win by blowing out KC. They had to come back. They didn't win pretty against the Titans. They didn't really win pretty against LV. So they're not that team right now.
Right. um.
So yeah, I think Rams
Yeah.
will probably put something down there first.
The fact that we have Cup, like if we need to get some runs in there, and then just not be Cup all the rest of the way, but
Hmm.
for sure Cup is gonna get a good amount of them the passing reception. So it's just like, yeah, that's a possible thing. Um, where is the other thing? You did number 7, right? Oh no.
No,
Huh?
no one did something yet.
Which, yeah, I was looking at that. So which team we get to 10 points first? I want to say us, cause oh no, but yeah, Mickerson's still a good kicker. But yeah, I want to say us. How would neither be an option? That's funny.
I thought that too, and then neither would just be if neither team actually even gets to 10 points. Like if it's like a nine to
I
seven
mean,
game.
and you know what? I get right. I guess so, right? It's technically, I guess that is possible. Which could
Yeah,
you imagine?
I
Could you
know,
imagine
right?
it really turned out to be like, dang, okay, Bengals defense, you came through.
Right, right.
Low scoring
Whew.
game.
Yeah, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. I don't know if we have many football ones left. Looking at it,
Yeah,
I think we got to. You know what? Here, I'll keep it as football related as possible, bro. Coin toss can be heads, straight up.
yeah. I was like, I'm dying on heads. I don't know. I mean, even though we all know it's 50-50,
Yeah.
is I don't know. It's just I don't know. Maybe heads always has it. It's funny because it probably is something about this, but you would think like it's truly not 50-50 because we start on the head side, right? So, or at least I think they always start on the head side. So it's just like, does that really kind of play
Yeah, I don't
or
know. I don't
you
know.
know,
That is funny though.
but
You would need to
but at
flip
the
it
end
from
of the,
like a vertical perspective, like not like this, but like you just
yeah,
flip
yeah,
it
you
like
would need to
this.
like,
Yeah.
like flip it like this, because it's truly even like that, like it's
Hmm.
truly even like this and not like this.
But
So
then, like the side that you flipped it on first, you'd be like, well, you flipped it right, not left. You flipped it on the tail side. You didn't flip it on the head
yeah,
side. So
so
that'd
it gets
always be
all kind of
something.
complicated.
We,
Yeah,
we would
always be
need an
something.
official, verified coin flipping machine that was 100% 50-50.
Exactly, because at the end of the day, I thought about it. I was like, the simplest thing is just like when it's like the old school method. You got all kind of refs who fling it power wise differently,
Right, right,
So
right.
it's like like the with our block punter, like it was in the air for longer than usual. So this coin toss is in the air longer than usual. So yeah, too many factors.
Right, right,
It's
right.
too many variables. Oh, okay. So then that means yeah, it's anthem or
I
the
think you have
halftime.
number 11 or number 1 left.
Yep. That's those last ones. I was just making sure.
It's funny, look at all the nines and
Um,
fives too.
exactly.
9.5 and 9.55.
Um, I'm gonna go with the over for 11
Okay.
because let me think about this. Hey, let me think about this. Okay, we got five performers, and it's gonna for sure be these 4 songs. So that's half already, kinda. We squeeze. See, it's like now we're gonna get into like what's considered the song? Because I feel like we're like they're gonna sample. They're gonna be like, yo, like let's sing this song, but
Hmm.
then transition into another
Oh,
song.
dude,
So
totally. Because they don't sing like the last 15 seconds. It's like, and then we're going down into the next song.
yeah,
There ain't no time
so
for a break in the halftime show.
exactly, yeah, because I was like, it's like minimum 30 minutes, right?
Usually
If
about
they,
that,
yeah,
yeah.
right. So you could get nine songs in there, right? Because if each song was 3 minutes, that's 27 minutes. So I'm going under. I changed my mind. I'm going
That's
under.
funny. I wonder what the biggest amount of money someone's gonna bet on that one particular thing.
Right?
So that's number 11, right? You went under?
Yeah, number
Okay.
11, go under 9.5.
All right. And with number one, I'm going to go over because I think whoever sings it, I forgot who you said that. How do you not want your airtime, man? How do you not want to just be on for like a like stretch out that one verse like of the
You,
rain?
I'll exactly. I'm telling you, they're gonna just make sure they do better than that one bad singer female.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, whether it was Christina or Fergie. I'm sorry if I'm even choosing the wrong one.
Yeah.
Whoever it was though is my point. They gonna they everybody's that became the low bar,
Right. Right. Right.
and the bar to pass. So
I felt like
they're like,
I know we're talking about. I think this is actually one of those years too. One of those Denver years, but the low bar for a halftime performance, minus one of the unspeakables back in the day was Left Shark. Remember how those two? I think it was what's her name, Katy Perry. She was dancing with those like sharks, and like one of them was just like super like uncoordinated, and it was just like
yeah,
and like the meme for like the year was Left Shark.
yeah. This
So I
is
feel like that was the low bar
yes,
for halftime shows.
exactly. This is like, it's like, especially for the NFL. It's like out
Right.
of anybody's halftime show, like you better bring it for this one.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, man, we can finally talk
uh,
about the game.
yeah,
And we kind of had like a little bit of props in there that were, you know, related to the game. So we had a little bit
exactly.
of touches here and there. But
The but just go over again. Which one you said the
I'm gonna
over,
take
right?
the over on number one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think that they're gonna go a little
95.5.
long.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, I just like switched to the page though. It looks like LA is a 4-point favorite, which is about accurate. That's about what I would assume slash hope. I mean, I thought last time KC being a 7-point favorite was a little big. I know we
Right.
talked about that, but it seems about fair. I mean, I know that they don't consider this true home field advantage, but if you do consider home field advantage for maybe like 2 points instead of the normal three, you consider LA about a 2-point favorite.
Yeah, I'm trying to see because you know how you could actually type into this for the name part, and I was just like, oh, I put my name because I was like, I'm gonna because my idea was like I can link this in the YouTube description, I would
Yep.
imagine. So yeah, so just before I forget all that. But yeah, I think it's about right, and it's like just some you may call it Cinderella story, just great job for the Bengals. I don't
It
think
really
many
is,
had
yeah.
them being here,
Nope.
just like the 49ers, getting that's what they did. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like they better make the best of it, and they better continue to have the resilience and fight and heart to go against my Rams because I think we're gonna bring it as the vets and the ones with experience, whether you had a Super Bowl or not. I mean, been in the Super Bowl or not, So, um,
Yeah,
yeah, I do.
I mean that's probably good to get it officially in there in the books out of the way. The last bet on that list, plus our last NFL bet of season one NFL at Ign'ant Sports.
Yep.
T Max got the Rams. I got the Bengals,
Yes,
and that will
sir.
be
One.
for our prop betting day cap off kind of thing for that.
Yes, and look forward to doing more of these, and because this is fun, and
Mm-hmm. Always is.
um, love to see just something crazy like this, just wacky. This is
Yep.
this is like along the lines of like the casual kind of side of things. Is just like I just want to have something fun,
Right.
and
It's
just wacky,
just a good
and
game at this point. That's all we're rooting
yeah,
for. I'm
yeah,
actually pretty
exactly that for sure.
even though I'm picking, Cincinnati and I would have picked them say like, if it was like, my turn first and it's like for all the marbles, like the whole season led up to this, I still would have picked Cincinnati. And I am a little worried for them. It gives me a bit of vibes. I'm trying to think what team does it kind of remind me of? Kind of reminds me of uh LA getting there. Here's what I'm just basically thinking: is LA getting there and losing, and then getting back there so quickly? That experience word that you just used, like that's what makes me a little fearful for Cincinnati. Like once you get to that Super Bowl, it's just different. It's not just a football game.
Yep.
It's they recently told their like their family and their friends, like they don't got to travel that far. They don't got to do this. Like it's gonna be much
Yeah.
easier to be a Ram for
Yep.
these next for that. I was gonna say these next 2 weeks if we were recording right after the NFC or after the championship games, but the
Yeah.
whole 2 weeks between the championship game and the actual Sunday, I would say probably like 75% of it is like non football related. Like you're like figuring out your family, your friends, you're this, you're that. Like you're going there, and it's like if you can just stay there and stay focused and get in there, you're good. But if not, and these newer teams, they not newer teams, like newer younger players,
Yes.
they can get a little more distracted. Can the build up can wear you out? Like I've heard before in fights like boxing, UFC, that a lot of people will wear out themselves. Like a lot of energy just hyping themselves up before the fight. Like they can go in the ring
Exactly.
already half tired. So that kind of thing may happen to Cincinnati more so. But then again, you got that young team, so you never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Endeavor though. Because it could be all defensive team, and we gotta rely on kickers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's McPherson. That's how you say it, right?
McPherson, yeah.
Yeah, he's been coming through. Man's
Yeah, he seems like the
trying to
new
prove his
Justin Tucker,
case.
honestly.
Yeah, he's trying to prove his case. Like I got ice in my veins. Like I'm nice
Mm-hmm.
like that. Like
Yep.
cold blooded. Like there's no ice in me, and I am nice. Like
Right.
so it's just like I'm proof of that. Like if we keep doing good enough to make them only have to attempt three, but like I kind of feel like yeah, this point like it's like the three is automatic. Like it's like it doesn't seem like no matter where this man is
Mm-hmm.
at, like we got to push him to 60, 70s
Yeah,
range, you
coach
know.
ain't going for it
And
if he like if
it,
coach is going for
exactly.
it, he's hitting it.
Yeah, and so and I would think only that's starting at 60. I don't because what is Justin is Justin? I think he had 68, right? I think that's his record. Like that's the
68, I think it's
like dang.
66.
Or something, something along those
Yeah.
lines. Like, dang, close enough to set the
Right.
70, and like to,
Right.
uh, 70 yards, like that's really good.
It
So,
is.
but to tell that to your rookie, like, yo, can you, can you do 60? He
Mm-hmm.
did 58. It's two off, but can you do 60, 65? So
On the lines of the props, and we're talking about the game, like any, I don't know, I don't want to say like surprises, but like any X factors, anything to like look out for that you think just maybe, I don't know, like a matchup. I know you talked Von Miller before. Anything that might kind of just pop out. I'm still worried about that O line. But what's
who's
his
on
name?
line?
Bengals.
The
Bengals is just so
Bengals.
bad.
Okay.
But I still think that Burrow can just take the hits. Apparently, like that first game
Yeah, yeah.
against LV. Like if he just take the hits, like as long as he's not
Drive.
throwing
Yep.
picks. Honestly, that's the biggest
Exactly.
thing.
It's like if you not taking like it's is of course it's like one without the other. You gotta take the hits, but you also gotta score eventually. Do something along because it's like the whole point of like offense defense is like if you keep playing defense, but then you don't do nothing on the offensive side, like if you don't have the lead, then like how are you gonna make any
Mm-hmm.
difference? So this is like if you keep taking the hits, but yeah, eventually you're not doing anything to put points up, then it's just like you'll never win at this rate if you didn't already have the lead. So
And I mean they got lucky
uh,
once again to win that game by with 19 points in Tennessee. So
yeah,
I think that was the game. Actually, yeah, I think that was the game that he got hit 9 times in Tennessee, not Las Vegas.
yeah.
But
You're right.
yeah, man,
Because
we'll see.
I
I'm
was like, oh,
pretty.
okay, look at Tennessee defense. It's
Mm-hmm.
like I put some respect in your name.
Let's see, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Wait a minute. Wait. Okay. So that's 3:30 your time. Damn,
Yeah,
that's late over here. Oh, okay, oh good. That's yeah. All right.
I think yeah that would give people. I think yeah, I mean it seems like it's good enough to give people hopefully some time to get home from work. If it sucks for the other ones like that. Me like I remember when I worked for the post office.
Yeah.
I was at work trying to watch the game. It was like, oh man, I should have never showed up because people didn't show up. Like it was a whole bunch of young people that worked at the
Damn.
post office. And I think our supervisors knew they weren't going to show up. Like it was just like I'm the only one who's had to like let me be good at teach you. Like I don't lose my job.
I mean, sometimes you need
But
that
I will
job.
say, yeah, man, referral though, because it was good paying job. It was an actual federal job, so
Yeah.
But I will say though for X Factor, the I'm hoping for Jalen to, and I guess bring that to X Factor, but like this will make the difference how much Jalen can do to jam up Chase. Try to stop him for most plays, if not all plays. Hopefully, we can have him play him all against him all plays because, um, in my personal opinion, we needed to save his energy for this game.
Yeah.
Like for whoever who's going to be a star, like whether it was going to be Chase or yeah, I guess it would have been Kelsey if it was Kansas.
Yeah.
Oh, Tyreek Hill.
Or
There we
Hill,
go. So I
yeah.
was like, I know they gotta have. Yeah, I was like, I know they gotta be a wide receiver, but yeah. So that would be more along his line because Kelsey is taller for sure than Ramsey. So it's always if you ask any cornerback, I'm pretty sure they're like it's always hard trying to guard a tight end.
Right.
but yeah, it would have been a Tyreek Hill. So it's like uh, two tough tasks, but I think that would definitely for sure play a part.
Cool.
Um,
Yeah, to get into like one of my
and
first props, man, I really hope that the run gets through for Bengals. I hope that Mixon can like, no, I don't say finally, but it hasn't been too much of a run heavy offense for Cincinnati so far this postseason. So if they can get that going, then I think the game will be a lot more interesting.
yeah, it definitely looks. I feel like he he was talked about more in the season than now. I feel
Right,
like
right.
it's kind of I feel like it's been the Burrow Chase
Mm-hmm.
show, and I suspect it because this is like quarterback is always usually throwing,
Right. But if a
more
championship wins
than handing
defenses like we were
off.
talking about before, like it's almost like the run game is kind of the defense of the offense. Like you need to have that ground and pound, that physical element to make everything work. So if they can get that working, then I have high hopes for Cincinnati.
Yeah, if they do get that, like a nice balance, probably more is like 55 passing, 45 running. They have a chance to win. They have a chance
Mm-hmm.
to beat us, because like I truly believe we got lucky with last week's game with the Rams and 49ers because up until the end, I was just like, we got this elite defense that everybody keep talking about, but I'm like, I'm not seeing it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, and I couldn't wait to see the highlights because I was like, if we had lost, because I was like, if Miller and Donald are not getting double teamed, like, what's going on here? Like, why are you looking like rusty? Why are you looking like a fraud? Like, like we're overrating you, But
Mm-hmm.
they came through like as expected, so I was like, all right, like as long as y'all do that, then it should be an easier W in the bag for us. But then again, like we touched about earlier, like that man got sacked 9 times, so like
Yeah.
really kid, like this kind of could be the equalizer. Like this is
Mm-hmm.
kind of like that's not my kryptonite. Like
I feel that.
I'm used to sacks. Like
Something that just kind of
so yeah,
popped in my head too, like since I know we, nothing that we do is super original. The whole concept of the show, like I mentioned, I ripped off from another podcast, but maybe end it on something we haven't done before. We can try and call the score of the game. I can give you my score prediction, which I'm just thinking of right now. I'm like, all right, we can maybe do that. I haven't really thought of this, but I think because I've never tried to just call the. We've tried to call games before, but I never been like, all right, they're gonna
exactly.
win
Yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
this
To
to
call the
this.
score,
But
yeah,
some
yeah. I've
people
seen
do that,
people try to
man.
do
Yeah, and
it.
it's like, all
Yeah,
right, like
and that's
that's we're getting next level. But you know what? We're going to be next level like Ign'ant Sports on you soon. So I think personally, Cincinnati will win this game. It will obviously be close, but I think, like we said before, it's going to be high scoring. It's got to be above 48.5 points. So let's wait. What's 40? It's going to be 24-24. So 25-24
yeah.
would be like bare minimum win. Let's go with like a 27-24 Cincinnati.
Oh man, and I was. So
Don't that
will it be
sound
wrong?
right too? Like it sounds like it's
Yeah, yeah,
possible.
yeah. Because that's what I'm like. But will it be wrong of me to just flip it? Because I was like, I was what I was going with as we were
Yeah,
doing the math. I was like, I'm saying my 27 Rams over Bengals 24. So
bro, I don't mind, man. We can keep it. We
okay,
can let it ride
because I
because it's
was
gonna
thinking
be
I was
close,
like,
man.
yeah, yeah. I definitely think like I
We
said,
don't have to
like I talked
disagree
about the
on
whole
everything.
yeah, like I talked about about the whole number 17. Like I think somebody might get that field goal for the last 2 minutes, 2 minute drill. Like,
27.
can you keep? Hmm?
Oh, you said for the first half?
No,
Because
no, I'm saying number 17 in the on the
oh, understood,
beige, and
understood,
then I was saying yeah, 2 minute drill on
understood.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, 2 minute drill. So for a field goal. So I mean, that's been the theme.
Right.
If you've been paying attention for these majority of the playoff games,
Yeah.
like everybody just needs to get down to their field goals kickers range. So
Oof, it's been crazy. But yeah, man, overall, regardless, and even though I know we're going to be back here next week with the results of the Super Bowl and then the beginning of the NBA stuff. But yeah, like you've said numerous times, it has been extremely fun. And so I can't wait for to do it all again next year.
I really can't. It's this is
We can get the whole season in, at least.
yeah, definitely that because I mean even though it felt like we kind of to be honest like we did kind of got the whole
We
season
did get a
because
whole season's worth of stuff with how crazy
um
COVID and this and that was.
exactly yeah and just with how the games come in because when he first presented the idea I was just like yeah I'm down like I'm not doing it I'm like I'm trying to get my YouTube started back up again anyway so like give
Mm
me some content to put on it so it was like what the heck like maybe get some sports fans in this bug so.
Yep.
Yeah, this has been fun, and I expected it to be fun. You know, like it could have been too bad.
Right. I mean, speaking of which,
Yeah.
man, thanks to all of you who have watched and
Yes.
helped us. And
Yes.
we got to get more comments going. Thanks to Julian specifically, the one homie who comments on every video that we put out. So thank you
We
as always
appreciate
to the
it.
homie. Thanks
Yes.
to everyone
Any
who's been watching because
comments?
those, like with some ups and downs, but we have definitely been getting more viewers, which is awesome. So yeah,
Yeah.
thank you to everyone. Link is in
Yeah.
the
And
description below. Get that
yeah, for
Discord.
Discord. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And we should have links for, as far as we know, this should work properly. Where you click the link for our sheet, you'll be able to see our sheet choices, and you can follow along
Mm-hmm.
to see which one of us chose what.
Yep.
And if you don't want to watch the video back over again,
Exactly. Keep
it's
that
out
keep
of
that
way.
by. Be like, wait, who had what? Oh yeah, all
Yeah,
right.
exactly. Yeah, whether you want to print it out, have it on your phone, on the
Yep.
side,
No, what
all
I'll try
that.
to do is we'll try to do one sheet and then I'll put like a little like T or A,
Or you can
in
do
the
that too
box
if
or
you
something.
can. Yeah,
We'll figure it
if
out.
you yeah. At the end of the day, that my method for sure is just the simplest way. If we because us doing that is extras, but hey, we can make it happen. We can make
We'll
it
get up there.
happen.
We'll get up there.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
That's the goal. Eventually.
Cool, man. Any closing thoughts?
Yeah, just be sure check out Discord. Hope for this to be a great game.
I'm sure it will. It doesn't
Um,
feel like a blowout. It doesn't feel like a blowout.
not even that. Well, yeah, that could be the way of anticlimactic.
Or it
Kind of
doesn't feel like
ending
a
into the
poor
season.
offensive game either. Like I feel like
Yeah,
it's not going to be one of those defensive like stronghold type of games. So, and
yeah,
the only other way that it would be low scoring is if it's just a sloppy offensive game, and I don't see
yeah.
it
And
being
I feel
either
like
of those.
I feel like that's what happened more than anything.
Right.
Unless
We
because
got
the only
good
thing
football
on
teams up here right now, so
yeah, yeah.
we gonna see a good game.
Exactly. So look forward to it, man. What do we on the like 4 days?
For only 4 days. All right, man.
Can't wait.
All right, brother. Pleasure as always. Thank you all again, and
Yes.
we will
Thank
see
you
you
all.
soon.
Yeah.